Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at 25 things Rockstar have removed from Grand Theft Auto 5. So we've got a lot to jump into today, so let's not waste any more time, and let's get it started. So this is definitely in no particular order, and we're going to be jumping around a bit. At the number 1 spot today, we've got these very interesting profile pictures from the main characters, Michael, Trevor, and also Amanda. And it's almost as if these photos were for like a sort of sexy dating site. As you can see here, they're pretty interesting. Now, these photos don't appear anywhere in game. We don't use them for any type of mission. So it kind of makes me wonder, what did Rockstar have planned with these, kind of adult sexy photos of the main characters and then Amanda? Who knows? I don't even want to know, but I'm sure it would have been pretty interesting. Number 2, a cut heist mission called the Sharmuta Job. Now, in this heist mission, there was also going to be another cut thing, but I'm going to include it in this as well, and that is horses. So the summary of the Sharmuta Job was Michael and Trevor dressing up as clowns, raiding Martin Madrazo's house, which is on a horse farm, and that was the heist mission. I've done videos on the Sharmuta Job, and what I'll do is I'll link all these topics in the description if I've done videos on them. We can't go into all the details today, but just know there was a really cool cut heist mission involving dressing up as clowns, stealing a safe, and getting away on horseback, which sounds amazing. This one is pretty simple. At the number 3 spot, apparently we were going to be backing our cars into the Los Santos custom shop. So the way it works right now, you just pull straight in and you just customize your car. But it looks like back in the day, there was either an option to reverse it in, or that's just how it was in the first place. Kind of interesting. The number 4 spot today, the Stunt Arena. So if you've ever wondered what's really inside of the Maze Bank Arena, well, apparently Rockstar was going to be using this as a massive stunt park, a la kind of what we saw in Vice City and San Andreas. This could have been really cool to take some dirt bikes, some off-road vehicles, or something else along the lines in there. I think we could have had a lot of fun. I think Rockstar has missed their mark on adding this, so I don't think we'll ever see it, but this would have been a really cool addition to the game. At the number 5 spot, Bahama Mama's Nightclub. So we've talked a lot about this, and even more so recently with rumors of it coming into Grand Theft Auto Online, but you might not know that Rockstar have built a full interior for the Bahama Mama's West nightclub. It's not used in any cutscenes, in any missions. It doesn't appear ever. So it's just this super beautiful interior with like a dance floor and a DJ booth. And there's a couple other things associated with Bahama Mama's nightclub that were cut as well. Dancing mini games, the ability to actually DJ. So it does seem as if Rockstar had some serious ideas for this area, but just never ended up utilizing it, which is kind of a shame because of how awesome it was in the Ballad of Gay Tony, Grand Theft Auto 4's DLC. At the number 6 spot, the Squatty. So the Squatty is a military vehicle that can actually be seen on one of the Life Invader website photos. And although we've gotten all the other vehicles on this page, including the Hunter now, we don't have this vehicle. It's kind of like a hybrid military SUV Jeep, and it actually looks kind of awesome. So I'm really hoping that one day down the line, Rockstar will add this into the game because it's a pretty cool vehicle, and I could see it being a lot of fun in not only Grand Theft Auto 5, but also GTA Online. The number 7 spot today, a baseball stadium. So I don't know where this was going to fit in Los Santos, but there's this commercial for the Corkers, which is the baseball team in Los Santos, and I find it hard to believe that Rockstar would build this entire commercial for a baseball stadium and not include it in the actual single player. So I'm not sure where this was supposed to be. We kind of have this like sandlot baseball place in game, but we definitely don't have anything like a full-blown stadium like this. So that definitely would have been pretty cool to see in the game. At the number 8 spot, Story Mode DLC. So it definitely seems as if this was going to be a thing. Rockstar confirmed we'd be seeing more Story Mode expansions on one of their news wires, but it never turned out to be the case. Through constant teasing from the voice actors like Michael and Trevor and Franklin, although we never saw a story mode really ever come to Grand Theft Auto 5. This will probably be one of the biggest mysteries of this game, the third best-selling video game of all time, not getting an expansion. And although Rockstar employees have commented on it saying it just didn't happen, I still think it's one of the most interesting things we never got to see in this game. At the number 10 spot, cut weapons. So there's a lot of cut weapons, including a shovel, there's an assault sniper rifle, there's machine guns, an HK-14, an FN Scar, there's an airburst grenade launcher. There's a lot of cut weapons in the game that we just haven't seen. And I'm not sure why Rockstar haven't added these. We can even see some of them in artwork for the game too. So these would be pretty cool to add. Don't know if Rockstar will ever have a plan for them, but those are some cut weapons. The number 10 spot today, Lamarr is a playable character. So some of you guys might not know this, but Lamarr was actually supposed to take Franklin's place at the end of the game. Unfortunately, the actor Slink Johnson actually got into some trouble with the law. I think he went to jail for a little bit, and so he wasn't able to complete the voice acting and motion capture work required to make Lamarr one of the main characters in the game. This was supposed to happen as an option at the end, would have Franklin dying instead of him living in option C, which was Death Wish. I think Lamarr is one of the best and funniest characters in the game, so it would have been really cool to see him and to play as him as one of the main characters. At the number 11 spot, Los Santos license plates. So as you can see on this artwork right here, instead of the license plates saying San Andreas, it said Los Santos. I definitely think there should be more variety in the license plates in the game, and it seems like at a time, possibly Rockstar had plans for that. The number 12 spot today, cut animations for Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. So it seems as if Michael, Trevor, and Franklin had a lot more animations that we never got to see in game. A lot of these are pretty funny and pretty cool, and they're great for Snapmatics, Machinimas, and videos. Unfortunately, the only ways to access these are through mod menus or various developer tools. So I don't know why Rockstar didn't include these. They look awesome and they seem really funny. Who knows? But I think more creativity and variety for these characters would have been nice. At the number 13 spot today, the bucket truck. So this truck, believe it or not, actually had the ability to like raise its bucket part up and down, which was kind of cool. I'm sure we could have had a lot of fun in that, not only in single player, but in online as well. But it turns out this truck actually doesn't have that ability. You have to have a mod menu in order to access this, which is unfortunate because this looks like a ton of fun. Number 14, the North Yankton server room. So in the prologue, there was supposed to be an additional part of the mission that required you to go into the server room and quote unquote torch the servers. There's dialogue and audio of this that occurs, and we have no idea why Rockstar cut this from the game. Maybe they thought it was too tedious or didn't make sense for the prologue, but it would have been pretty cool to actually go inside this room that exists and light those servers on fire. Kind of would have been a nice part to the prologue. Number 15, 6 stars. So believe it or not, there was actually supposed to be 6 stars, just like there was in Grand Theft Auto 4. I wonder what Rockstar would send after us with 6 stars. And when we have 5 stars right now, they send everything. Maybe they would send tanks, or maybe they would send, something else that would just be really, really difficult to stop. That'd actually be kind of awesome. I'd love to try that. Number 16, different logos for Grand Theft Auto 5. So it seems Rockstar were definitely experimenting with the logo, like the V and the 5 through it, as there's a couple different ones right here that all look pretty similar, but a little bit different. To me, these honestly look like sports logos more than they do the logo for a video game, so I think Rockstar ended up making the right choice when it comes to selecting the official and final logo for Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 17, beach artwork. So on the old generation version of the game, there was this statue on the beach that has since been removed. Apparently, the artist that made that contacted Rockstar and said, hey, I'd not like this to be in the game. Could you change it? And they said, sure. So in the next generation version and PC versions of the game, you now see this like really giant, rusty kind of statue in its place. Just know that that wasn't there all along and that Rockstar removed the original piece. Number 18, cops and crooks. So it's no secret the original game plan for Grand Theft Auto 5 was going to more heavily involve the police in some way, shape, or form, just like what we saw in Grand Theft Auto 4. I'm not sure why Rockstar ended up dropping that original plan. Maybe they thought it just didn't fit the theme of Grand Theft Auto 5, or playing as a cop would indicate that you've suddenly become the good guy. I'm not exactly sure why, but they dropped that theme rather quickly and then focused on the 3 main characters. But there was a lot of involvement with the police and the other various gangs around Los Santos, which, to be honest, would have been a really cool version of the game. Number 19, Michael's secret house door. So this has actually been removed or patched, but Rockstar used to have a secret door almost in Grand Theft Auto 5 for Michael's house. You could almost shoot out the outline of it, which was really, really weird. And it had some people digging into the fact that what's inside of Michael's house. Now, if you actually go in there, you won't see anything, but it was interesting that there was like a door outline there that ultimately led to nothing. The mystery for that will probably still keep going. Moving on, at the number 20 spot today, we have Liberty City. So some of you guys might remember the fact that there was actually a portion of Liberty City found using Grand Theft Auto 5's engine, which would have only indicated that a map expansion or flying back to the old city would probably be the case. Now, this hasn't come to fruition, probably because taking on a title like that would have been massive, but this would have been awesome to be able to travel from Los Santos to New York, East Coast to West Coast, and being able to experience Grand Theft Auto 5 in a completely different city, and one that's probably my favorite. Number 21, bowling and billiards.
Nico, it's Roman. Let's go bowling.
Yes, that's right. If we weren't sick of it from Grand Theft Auto 4 and Roman asking us constantly, it looks as if there was the option for a couple more mini-games in Grand Theft Auto 5. Bowling, billiards, and so much more. I think this would have been pretty cool, especially if Rockstar had introduced that into maybe some of the properties we see in-game. This could have been a really cool way to enjoy some of those awesome things that we were able to do in Grand Theft Auto 4 without all the annoying aspects of having to be bothered by main side characters. Number 22, lots and lots of trees. So this is probably a developer thing based off of the power of the old generation consoles, but Rockstar removed a ton of trees, foliage, bushes, flowers, and details from the world. Los Santos and San Andreas looks to be a lot more lavish and lush in the beta shots of the game compared to the version we get right now, which is a lot more minimalistic in terms of trees, flowers, bushes, foliage, and stuff like that. It looked really awesome with cherry trees, big, tall palm trees, but we don't see any of that now, which is kind of unfortunate, but I can understand why if it had an impact on the performance of the game. Second to last today, the Confederate flag. So I think it was back in 2015 or 16 when one of the states in the United States, South Carolina, actually did away with the Confederate flag. And when they did that, Rockstar made an update to their game, actually removing it from several spots. The most popular was at the Stab City kind of trailer park. This is where the Lost MC hang out, and Rockstar clearly removed it and replaced it with an American flag. Now, there wasn't a ton of controversy around this, I guess because many people considered it the right thing to do, but this is something that they did change and that they did remove from Grand Theft Auto 5. And last but not least today, at the number 25 spot, so Rockstar has a ton of car manufacturers in the game, parodying real-life brands like McLaren, Ferrari, Lamborghini, a whole lot of auto brands. However, they have one auto company in the game that exists but doesn't have a single car to its name, and that car company is Classique. So I'm not sure what Rockstar had planned for this car company, but it's the only one in-game without a single car attached to it. Pretty sad. Hopefully Rockstar do something with that, or it might just be one of the removed companies that they never ended up creating a vehicle for. But anyways, that right there is 25 things that Rockstar removed from Grand Theft Auto 5. Let me know in the comments section down below, if you could only have one of these things back, what would it be? There's a lot of interesting things on our list today, so I think that's going to be pretty tough. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more, though, in the comments section down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.